Now if I right click my mouse again, I can activate any of these other tools that I have in my shortcut menu. Let's take a look at Zoom Window. With Zoom Window active, if I choose the left mouse button and I pull a window, I have to hold the left mouse button down, and when I let up on the left mouse button with the window chosen, I'll zoom into that area. Now you notice that my zoom command stays active and I'm still in real-time zoom, so that command acts transparently to the zoom command that I'm currently using. Next we'll look at our Zoom Original command. Here I am starting out looking at the whole drawing. I'm going to right click and activate my Zoom Real Time and zoom in. Now say I wanted to go back out to my original view, I can right click, choose Zoom Original from the pop-up shortcuts, and it takes me back to the view that I had when I started my view command. Zoom Extents is used when I want to zoom out and show all of the entities that are contained in the drawing. Right now I'm zoomed in and looking at the kitchen in this floor plan. If I wanted to zoom and show everything that was contained in the drawing, I would right click, start my Zoom Real Time. I could right click again and from my shortcut menu choose Zoom Extents. And this zooms me out so that all entities that are contained in this particular drawing are shown in the viewing area. When I want to exit my zoom or pan real time, right click the menu with the command active and choose Exit. I can also end this command by hitting Escape or hitting the space bar or Enter from the keyboard. Looking again on the status bar with my navigation tools, next to the Pan tool button, I also have a Zoom. When I click on this Zoom, this is different than my Zoom Real Time. You'll notice that this activates a Zoom command and assumes that I want to use a Zoom window. If I click on one point, the left mouse button, and then pull a window and click the left mouse button again, it will carry out that Zoom window and then it ends the Zoom command. This zoom command is the same that I would get if I used the Z alias from the keyboard. Z and then Enter starts my zoom command. Also, you should notice that when I right click the mouse with the zoom command active, I have a different set of options that I can use with my zoom command. My first option is Zoom All. When I use the Zoom All command, it zooms me to the limits of my drawing. This is different from the Zoom Extents in that my Zoom Extents only zooms me to the edge of all entities in the drawing. This takes me to the drawing limits. My next option is Zoom Center. When I activate the Zoom Center option, it prompts me for a center point. So say I wanted to zoom in on this particular part of the elevation. This is a bathroom. So I'm going to click on the center of the area that I want to zoom into, and then it wants me to enter the magnification or height. In this case, I can click a point and draw a line that has the height of what I want to see in my zoom window, and when I click the mouse for the height, it zooms into that area and it's centered on that first point that I chose. Another option that I have is Zoom Dynamic. When I activate the Dynamic option, the first thing it does is zooms me out like a Zoom All command. Next, you'll see that on the screen I have a Zoom box. This Zoom box can be size can be changed by using the left mouse button. If I click the left mouse button once, I can drag or enlarge this Zoom box. Click the left mouse button again and fix its size. I can then drag that around the drawing to an area that I would like to have magnified, and I use the right mouse button, click it once, and it activates a zoom on that particular area. If I bring back my zoom command and choose Dynamic again, notice that it zooms me back out so I can see my whole drawing, and it remembers the size of the zoom box I was using last time. I can resize, move to a different place, and use the right mouse button to activate the zoom. Another option that I have in my zoom command is zoom previous. When I activate the previous option, it takes me to the view that I was using just before that one. In fact, it keeps track of the views that I've used, so if I wanted to go to the view previous to this one, I could choose it again. And it's going to toggle me back through the views in the order that I have used them. My zoom scale option allows me to choose a scale that I would like to see the magnification. So it's asking me to enter a scale factor. If I enter a positive number like 2, then it will zoom and show me the view that's twice as big as its actual size. If I choose scale and enter a value less than 1, 0.5 for example, then I'm going to see it at half of its actual size. My zoom object command allows me to pick a specific object that I'd like to see magnified, or I can, if I hold the left mouse button down, I can use a window to select multiple objects, and when I'm done selecting, if I hit enter or hit the right mouse button, it will zoom me in on the objects that I've chosen.